I remember the first time when I visited Toronto like years and years ago, I took so many photos of the street art and the graffiti and the murals. You can like recognize different artists throughout the city and be like, oh, this is this person's work or this person's work. And I really enjoy that it's that accessible level of art. Oh, hi. Come on. He's being a dick because he wants to eat. Tesla, if you want to come hang out, but don't just yell. Well, he'll do as he wishes, I suppose. Hey, I'm Lora Vestaloyne. I am an artist. I work in acrylics. Colorful, bright, kind of pop art, comic book inspired stuff. I'm from California originally, but I lived here in Toronto for about a year and a half. School was sometimes really fun and sometimes really boring. I kind of caused a lot of disruptions and stuff until they kind of figured out they had to move me up a grade and get me a little more interested because I remember like finishing things early and just being kind of a nuisance and them not really being pleased about that. So when I came into high school, I was like 12. So I was really kind of shy at first, but then I met a really, really great group of friends who kind of encouraged everything creatively. They were like very artistic, theatrical, that kind of crowd. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, but my mom was huge about like culture, I guess, and art. And I remember she always made sure she took us to a ton of different museums and things like that and different exhibits just to kind of expose us to that kind of thing really early on. I kind of have kept with a lot of the same themes. I like sometimes kind of morbid things or creepy cute kind of pastel goth, let's say, kind of aesthetic almost. I've played piano since I was a kid. I took piano lessons, and I've always sang since I was young. I took like some singing lessons. I was in choir and glee club and such, so I always enjoyed doing that. And then when I met my partner, Dave, and he had a band, had been in a band for like, I think it was like a decade at that point, and was like, I want to write new music, I want to put synth in it. You already know how to play piano. It's really easy to play synth if you know how to play piano. The Black Void is the one that my partner started with the bassist Erica, who is amazing. And that's definitely a synth punk. Someone's called us the B-52s of hardcore, so I love that. I use that little pull quote. It's because it is very, yeah, definitely that kind of vibe to it. It has a lot of weirdness to it.
Thank you for coming out to Bovine on a Tuesday.
And then my personal project is called Second Wife.
1, 2, 3, go!
We call it Riot Goth. Like it's definitely a synth punk kind of theme, but we're really inspired by those kind of like dark techno goth tones. The physical playing of it wasn't what was difficult to get into. It was learning how to be on stage, first of all, which is really kind of scary and interesting for sure. You get really, or at least I do, I get like shaky and scared, even though I'm not usually afraid of things like that. Just, there's a lot of people watching you. I'm having a lot of fun melding art with the music side of it. I've done a lot of projects now where it's like I have album covers that I've done for friends or album covers for my own bands, working on outfits or fashion for what's going to go on stage and making that a part of the live music. Part of seeing a band live and what makes that such a cool experience can also be fashion forward and what they're wearing. You don't always have to just wear like a band t-shirt and jeans. Like you can be an interesting theatrical thing for the eyes, and I really like that aspect of having these bands. And the fact that, again, they both give me that control to be able to create a different side of the experience that isn't just auditory. I really, really like that. So I really want to keep doing that and pushing the theatricality. Like, how much more crazy can it be, I guess?